Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahshua, Barakatah to my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Alatham, Bahashim, Yahshua to my sisters. This is Wednesday with the law class, priest and officer Zar Kayar. And today we're going to touch upon, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to get a little bit into what went on during the 4th of July and all these other holidays. You know what I'm saying? And getting to the fact that the Lord is not behind us, you know what I'm saying? When we celebrate these holidays, 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, it don't matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? These so-called precious holidays is not of the Lord, man. Right here we got an article from Syracuse.com. Shots fired at upstate. Pastor shot at upstate's hospital emergency room on 4th of July holiday. So it's the 4th of July, and we got the church pastors in the hospital shot. In Syracuse, New York, Marcus Jackson first heard the clap, and then his left arm felt as if it was burning. Jackson grabbed for his arm, dropped to the ground, and crawled away. He didn't have far to crawl. Jackson was shot in the ambulance bay of the Upstate University Hospital's emergency department. He was there as a volunteer to help people from another shooting. Jackson became the 5th and last person shot on July 4th holiday in Syracuse. The idea of being shot at the hospital, that was scary, Jackson said. In society, we consider two places, specifically sanctuaries, churches, and hospitals, who thinks they're going to get shot at the hospital. Jackson is part of the team of clergy who responds to traumatic events like shootings and fires. The other three are Derek Galloway, David Harris, and Joe Ogletree. They've worn a bulletproof vest before, but stopped so people wouldn't think they're police officers. Upstate University Hospital spokeswoman Kathleen Page Frolio said the shooting is currently under investigation. The Syracuse Police Department initially did not report location of the shooting. SPD spokesman Matthew Malawski said the location of the shooting was under investigation. The designation typically used when the department is unsure of where a person was shot. Malawski later confirmed that Jackson was shot in front of the emergency department. Early Monday morning, Jackson had initially showed up to the Craddock Street where 3 people had been shot. When he said the ambulance leaving the scene, he drove to the ambulance. In the ambulance bay, he asked one of the victim's friends for phone numbers for the victim's family. Jackson began calling the man's mother and father, and then he grabbed a Gatorade and t-shirt from his car, he said. The shirt was for a man who used his own t-shirt to stand a victim's bleed. About 2:30 on Monday, Jackson heard a gun go off. He said he heard other pings as if bullets had hit the hospital behind him, though he wasn't sure how many shots were fired. The shooting was reported to Onondaga County 911 dispatcher just before 2:30 a.m. on Monday, according to dispatch reports. Shot fired at Upstate. A dispatcher said on the scanner at the time of the shooting. As police were being dispatched and officers asked the dispatcher inside or outside. The dispatcher then relayed the message to the officer already on the scene. It was outside. The officer on the scene said, possibly from the north near Elizabeth Blackwell Street. I've got one person injured. When Jackson got inside the hospital, he realized he had a quarter-sized wound that he was bleeding. Nurses treated the wound and released Jackson from the hospital. It's a lucky. When they found out he was a graze, I got bold, Jackson said. Then I was like, oh, it's a graze, I can go home. That just goes to show you, you know what I'm saying? The church pastors, you know what I'm saying, ain't even safe from this, man. From the wrath of the Most High for celebrating these days that he told us not to celebrate. If we go back through history, you know what I'm saying, and study history, we will see our people, you know what I'm saying, that got into so much stuff because they were celebrating these things. And still to this day, He's still out here doing it. Fireworks, so many fireworks was going off. You know what I'm saying? I know there's probably certain animals that's out there that probably still ain't came outside still. I'm talking about, and they wasn't just fireworks though. They was fireworks mixed with guns and all kind of, you know what I'm saying, foolishness. If you notice, if you look back, you know what I'm saying, this type of thing happens all the time to our people. All the time. On many holidays. People can't understand birthdays, holidays, it's all the same to the both sides, you know what I'm saying? You do not get down with those type of things whatsoever. Just like the scriptures say, the blind lead the blind get, you know what I'm saying, land into a ditch. That's exactly what's going on out here with these church pastors and all these other so-called leaders out here in these communities. The only thing they doing is leading the blind into a ditch. That's all they doing because they are blind. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no one to watch over the people. You know what I'm saying? See, the blind, that's why the scriptures say the lost sheep. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what we are out here with no one to guide us and to lead us in the direction that we need to go. That's why we had the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's why we were set up for this very reason. Do the things that the church is not doing. And basically, I really can't tell you nothing good that the church is doing. You know what I'm saying? Never could. As long as I can remember, the church is just, to me, it's just a place where you go and I don't know what to really say. It ain't no place that you go. I mean, it's basically the place where all the people that's doing wrong go, but they ain't going to do right. That's the whole thing about it. They secretly got some type of what you call it. But this with the church, they got some type of secret, I call it a secret society going on. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain things that's going on inside them places that don't have nothing to do with God or worshiping God. But yet and still our people still believe for some reason that church is where you go. You know what I'm saying? Where God is. No matter how much going for a second. No matter how much foolishness or wickedness that you bring out and show, you know what I'm saying, what's going on inside these churches, you know what I'm saying, our people are still flocking inside of these places. And if that don't make it bad, you should look at the coronavirus. What happened with the coronavirus? All the church people back in West Virginia caught the coronavirus and was dying. And still to this day, they act like it was just a thing. It wasn't nothing. Like it wasn't God behind it doing it. That's what happened when you got all kind of things going on that you know is not supposed to go on, and you try to act like God is behind these things. Homosexuality. I mean, you just it don't matter what city, what state you go to. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, your church pastor is going to be a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Or effeminate. You got women running over them and telling them what to do. And that's why the church is full of women. You know what I'm saying? The women basically run the church. But in the truth, you know what I'm saying? The men run this truth. It's like in the scriptures. You go, when you dig into the scriptures, you will not find no women inside the scriptures bringing out the scriptures to the men. But you go today inside these churches, you got all kind of foolishness. These women pastors just with manly spirits on them, they just want you to follow after them so bad, man. It's like a role reversal that went on. The men want you to Men is in the churches acting like females, and the females is in the churches acting like men. People don't wonder why, like, things is in the world is messed up today. It's like back home, like people, they tripping because every time it rains now, everybody's damn near get flooded out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never happened before, but now all of a sudden they seeing floods and people's stuff is getting washed out. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never get washed out before. Rain is taken away. You know what I'm saying? Going into places that they ain't never went before, and they starting to get word. You know what I'm saying? It's like I told them, the Lord is not with y'all down there in West Virginia, man. They don't understand, man. They don't got these laws, statutes, and commandments that they need for the Lord to be with you. The Lord ain't with you when you out there doing whatever you want to do. You still doing anything you want to do in the world. It's truth. You got to come up in here and change, man. You got to open up this Bible. You got to follow what's inside the Bible. You can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. Ain't that what they say? When it comes to the Bible, that's what you got to do, man. You got to follow what's inside this Bible. And the scriptures tell you, you know what I'm saying, to be hearers, to be doers of the word, not hearers of the word. For some reason, a lot of people just don't understand that. They don't understand that talking is nothing. You can talk all you want, but that ain't going to change nothing. To come up in this truth, you got to be able to make a change in life. You can't be the same person that you was born into this world that your mother done had. You got to change. Because none of us was born into this world like we were supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We was all born in sin. That's why Christ died for us. That's the reason why. Christ did not die so we could have a license to sin like they teach us inside the Christian church. As long as you believe in Jesus and confess that Jesus is your Lord and Savior, everything is all right. That's not biblical. Everything that you see or anything that you find inside the Christian church, none of that is biblical. From the little, what is that? Like you have the Easter, the little Easter programs they have inside them churches, the little nativity scenes and the Christmas program, none of that is biblical. Like you grow up and going to church, you think that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was like different than what they really are in true life when you really read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And really it's Daniel and his brothers. And his two brothers, I believe, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ain't that Daniel and his two brothers? Didn't they change their names?
God, well, their names wasn't, yeah, their names had to change. But their names meant something for Baal, for the other God. Yeah. They was rolling with them, right. It was all important.
You go back into the church, what we learn in the Christian church, they don't teach you that. They just teach you it was just three wise men that came to bring Christ gifts. That's what they teach you. They were just three kings that just was there just to bring, you know what I'm saying, Christ gifts. And when you get into this Bible, you're gonna learn that everything that you learn inside the Christian church it's not biblical, man. The only way you're gonna learn the Bible is you're gonna come and get inside these classes, man. And we got damn near 7 days a week. You in the Syracuse area, upstate New York, you know what I'm saying? We right here at 864 South Avenue. And get 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, 4th verse. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Let's get it. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1. Now I, Paul, beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Christ, who in presence am base among you, but being absent and bold towards you. Verse 2. But I beseech you, that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walk according to the flesh. Verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand, man. You know what I'm saying? We was born into this flesh. We are a spiritual being. When we was born, you know what I'm saying, into our spirit, you know what I'm saying, became flesh once we was born, you know what I'm saying? The Most High gave our spirit, you know what I'm saying, put our spirit back, you know what I'm saying, to our mothers, and we was born back into this world, man. But before that, we was out here living, we died. That's the thing that most people don't realize, that we was on this earth before. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was on this earth. This is not the first time that we was on this earth. We died. You know what I'm saying? We are a spiritual being. Our spirit died. Our flesh died, went in the ground. You know what I'm saying? But our spirit went back to the Most High. And once again, He puts us back out here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? That's the cycle, you know what I'm saying, of 5 things.
What's the precept of this? Like,
2 Corinthians 10 and 4. That's what I'm. I believe I was on 3. Verse 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. You know what I'm saying? And these strongholds, you know what I'm saying, is wickedness coming from high places, man. It's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And it's only one place on this earth that you could go, you know what I'm saying, to handle these things. That's the Israelite School of UPK. You know what I'm saying? That's the only place.
right.
And that's what our brothers and sisters don't understand. Brothers and sisters in the world, no matter how much you talk to them, no matter how much you break it down, you pull out these scriptures, they still don't understand, because they are walking after the flesh. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to tap into their spirit. They don't realize that the spirit is life. You know what I'm saying? The spirit is the breath of life. And in order, you know what I'm saying, to be in touch with the Most High, you have to be, you know what I'm saying, in touch with your spirit. You got to walk after your spirit. You got to leave your flesh alone, because your flesh don't profit nothing. But our brothers and sisters, for some reason, they just they love wickedness. If good, everything that the flesh makes, they feel good to the flesh, you know what I'm saying, it's typically bad for the spirit. That's why without these classes, without these scriptures, without getting taught, you know what I'm saying, properly, you would never get the proper understanding, you know what I'm saying, of what God expects from us. He said the whole duty of man is fear God and to keep His commandments. They don't teach you that inside the Christian church. They teach you inside the Christian church, you can go out and do whatever you want, you know what I'm saying, and God is just going to forgive you. As long as you accept Jesus as your personal Savior. Which is not biblical, once again. That's why the scriptures tell us that we gotta follow these scriptures as they are written. We can't just follow the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, and just believe what we want to believe, you know what I'm saying, get our own understanding from the scriptures. We told that over and over again, but for some reason, a lot of people out here still just don't. They don't believe what you tell them. It ain't like you can show them, you know what I'm saying, the facts and back it up, you know what I'm saying, all you want. But they don't want to believe because they are stuck, you know what I'm saying, following their flesh. They love it. They love doing wickedness. They love going out here doing everything that makes their flesh exciting, or gets their flesh excited, should I say. Just like these so-called holidays, your so-called birthday. You know what I'm saying? You was taught us at a young age, you know what I'm saying, to get excited over waking up and seeing some Christmas under the presents under the Christmas tree, or getting excited because it's your birthday. And you want some type of birthday present, or you ask for something and you know that every other time at this time you're going to get this. It's the same thing, man. It's using drugs, basically. You get that same type of high, that same type of rush. You know what I'm saying? You get, once again, another article I'm going to get to real quick. Here it goes. It never stops. It don't matter if you out here in the streets, you know what I'm saying, if you in prison, it's right here is a prison chaplain accused of raping inmates in Adriatic's prison. So, Altoona, New York, a chaplain has been charged with raping an inmate in Adriatic's prison. Tamara A. Murphy of Milan, it's a female out there, you know what I'm saying, had a sexual relation with an inmate in the Altoona Correctional Facility, said the New York State Police at the time. Murphy was working as a chaplain at the medium security prison for men in Clinton County, just 20 minutes south of Canada. Murphy gave money to the inmates she raped. Trooper said, under the state law, inmates cannot consent to have sex with prison employees. The State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision and its Office of Special Investigations investigated the chaplain. The rape was reported to troopers on June 29th, according to state police arrest records. Murphy was arrested the next day. Murphy was charged with third-degree rape, a felony, third-degree criminal sexual act, a felony, 7 counts of second-degree promoting prison contraband, a misdemeanor, and 14 counts of official misconduct, a misdemeanor. She had been released from custody. That just goes to show you, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people's out here destroyed.
You said that's an article?
Carnal one come from the Syracuse.com from July the 7th, actually from today. And she claims she was raped. I mean, how can a female rape some men inmates though? That's the thing I don't understand. But it's going on everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. No matter what city, what state, you know what I'm saying? Any type of prison system you go to, the same things is going on. They just get swept under the rug 9 times out of 10. to book of Luke, 24th chapter. I'm going to drop down to the 44th verse. And it reads, and he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you, while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me. And this is Christ, you know what I'm saying, speaking. And he telling us, man, that everything that's written inside these prophecies, inside this book, it must be fulfilled, just like when he came, you know what I'm saying? Go back to Matthew, the 5th chapter. Just like, we're going to drop down to the 17th verse, and when he said, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's going on inside this Bible, everything that's written inside this Bible is happening, or it's going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? That's what the prophecy is. And the only way that you're going to understand them and get them if you come up in here and you get up in class, man. You ain't going to get them from your Christian pastor. You ain't going to get them from nowhere else, no fake Israelite groups out here. You know what I'm saying? The only way you're going to get it from Isupk, start out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. See, for some reason, our people, instead of listening to the scriptures and using Christ as the one that's the basis of the person who you want to follow, you know what I'm saying? We listen to these so-called Christian pastors, or these so-called Christian deacons, or whatever type of titles they got from these Christian churches. That's who we out here listening to. No matter what they do, they could do all the wrong in the world, and our people are still going to follow after them just because they are so-called deacon in the church or trustee in the church. The thing about it, they are not using this Bible whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? The doctrine and the philosophies that they bring into you is straight from the white man, the so-called oppressor. That's where they're getting everything from. And that's who they follow. You know what I'm saying? But the scriptures tell us clearly, you know what I'm saying, to envy not the oppressors and choose none of his ways. But our people just, for some reason, just don't seem to listen to that. They seem to do the complete opposite. They seem to follow everything that the so-called oppressors do. And wonder why, you know what I'm saying, everything is messed up in their world. Everything is turning, you know what I'm saying, for the bad. Why things is going wrong. Because you are not following the Most High. You're not doing what he said, according to these scriptures. And the things that we bringing out that the Most High, you know what I'm saying, told us to do, or that Christ, you know what I'm saying, how he was telling us to live, you know what I'm saying. The only way you're going to find them, you know what I'm saying, is right here in the Isupk, inside of this Bible. We'll get to John, the 5th chapter. John 5:39. Search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. Verse 40. And ye will not come to me that ye might have life. 41. I receive not honor from men. 42. But I know you, that you have not love of God in you. 43. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive. How can ye believe which receive honor of one another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? 45. Do not think I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuses you, even Moses, in whom you trust. 46. For ye have believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writings, how shall ye believe my words? That's going on today, man. We believe these words because we have faith. You know what I'm saying? Faith the size of a mustard seed. You know what I'm saying? We got faith and total belief in this Bible and everything inside of this Bible. Some people don't believe the Bible. That's why they don't do nothing that the Bible says, because they don't believe in God. They don't believe in the Bible. They don't believe in Christ. They don't believe in nothing. Because if they was, they would be doing the things, you know what I'm saying, that they supposed to be doing. I mean, it's common sense, man. I mean, a lot of people say they could do this and could do that, and when the time comes, you know what I'm saying, you gotta show and prove. You know what I'm saying? Talking is cheap. A lot of people they just out here talking and just don't have a clue what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize that they are leading our people, you know what I'm saying, down the wrong path. We don't go to John. We'll go to Romans, the 16th chapter. Let me go. Bear with me for a second. And we're going to get into a little bit to the women's role inside the church. For some reason that it used to be like this when I was young. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, the pastors wouldn't let no women preachers like come up on the pulpit or nothing. I remember that like it was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like women they would not let a woman up on the pulpit for nothing. These days, it's totally changed. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole psychology of the church. You know what I'm saying? Just from the wearing of the hats. You know, women used to always have the hats on all the time. And you know what I'm saying? When you dig into the scripture, you understand like that a woman's hair is supposed to be covered. You know what I'm saying? It's like a man's hair is supposed to be uncovered. You know what I'm saying? But until you really dig into these scriptures and start studying these scriptures, you ain't gonna really be able to put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? And really see like the similarities. But these days, you got a certain spirit out there that's going through these Christian churches, man. And these women is the ones that's taking over. They the church, they the pastor, they the preachers. They probably lesbians. It's hard to tell what's going on these days, but the women is basically taking over these churches, man. And you got to get back to the foundation of how life is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? The role of men, the role of women, the role of children. We all have a role that we're supposed to play in society. You know what I'm saying? And the woman is not supposed to be running over the man or telling the man what to do. You know what I'm saying? The man is supposed to be the head. Matter of fact, let me get there. First Corinthians, the 11th chapter. First Corinthians 11th chapter, we're going to start at verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. You know what I'm saying? That's the order, the natural order that's supposed to be played out on this earth. Once again, it said the head of every man is Christ, the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. You know what I'm saying? But these Christian churches, they trying to mess up the whole natural order of the God. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the woman trying to be the head, which is crazy to me, which I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Who in their right mind would even let themselves like get caught up in a situation like that? But it says, number 4, every man praying or prophesying have his head covered dishonoreth his head. But every woman that prayeth or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. Verse 6, for if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. This is the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? But how many people really out there inside these Christian churches is following these scriptures and doing what these scriptures say? How many women is really praying that you know is really out here praying with their head covered? Right. You know, it's always something on Facebook or something online that, oh, pray for me. They act like they praying, but how many people is really praying, you know what I'm saying, to the effect that the Most High is really going to hear them? Not very few, because they do not follow this Bible like it is written. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we must do. We must follow this Bible as it is written. We can't just go make up, you know what I'm saying, and do things the way we want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Again. So right here in the Israelite school of UPK, we follow that natural order. You know what I'm saying? The head of every man in here is Christ. And the head of every woman is the man. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of how we feel or what we think things are supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? God's will is going to be done on this earth, regardless. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we in here doing. We bringing God's will on this earth, man. That's why we out here teaching these scriptures, these laws, statutes, and commandments, and we are following these things like Christ told us in Matthew, the 5th chapter. You know what I'm saying? We are not trying to be least in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? That's not what our goal is. You know what I'm saying? We are trying to rule things in this kingdom. And in order to do that, we got to follow, you know what I'm saying, Christ. We got these these so-called Israelites out here that don't believe in Christ. You know what I'm saying? And who are you out here following? They don't know who they follow. They don't believe in Christ. They don't believe in
Swing out the switch. Transition. Salak. I said Salak. I just saw that.
Yeah, I was talking myself. Let's go to 1 Timothy.
You just talking about the church.
On the head, the woman.
Yeah. I'm just commenting on it. And we were saying once again, like, it's not like it used to be, even though the church is off from its inception, still they have some type of moral, some type of standard, some type of order.
Right. It was like they was more following like the Bible back in the day.
Right. Even though they was off with Christianity,
right,
they still have some type of order. But like you said, like they go into them preachers, man. Because when you got the church filled with women, you know, you can get more money.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start bringing them in, like you said, as deacons or let Sister Jones get up there and do a 30-minute testimony and she start preaching. You know what I'm saying? So
these days, they up in there dancing and, you know what I'm saying, doing all kind of foolishness up in there. I ain't been in the church in so long, like to a service. Like, I couldn't even really tell you the last time I've been to the service, but it's about the people I know that go to the churches, you know what I'm saying, and just watching them and seeing what the things they do is just telling you enough right there.
Yeah.
Cause I know all the wickedest cats in West Virginia, they all deacons now. Trustees inside of churches. You know what I'm saying? What? I mean, what had happened in the last couple of years that all of a sudden that all the wicked cats they inside the church now with offices.
Right.
Come on, man. Something ain't right. And the scriptures would tell you something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You get up in here and get up in these classes, you gonna see, you know what I'm saying, that things that they doing inside them churches and the thing that's going on in life do not add up at all.
Right.
Go to 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. Matter of fact. Yeah. We're going to go to 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. And we're going to go down to verse 11. And it reads, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. This is the Bible right here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing that we done made up. This is coming straight from the King James 1611 Bible, man. And it clearly lets us know that women is not supposed to have no type of leadership positions inside the church. You can go research the brothers and sisters of the past. You would never see a sister preaching, you know what I'm saying, or leading no men or no congregation. It just don't happen, man. Verse 11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjections. Verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to absorb authority over the man, but to be in silence. This is what Paul is telling these women and letting these women know, you know what I'm saying, during his time. Paul was telling them, you know what I'm saying, like, this is the men's job to be out here, to be priests and prophets of the Lord, bring out these scriptures, to do these the things that the Most High wants us to do. Verse 13, for Adam was formed, then Eve. Verse 14, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Verse 15, notwithstanding she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness and sobriety. right there is just goes to tell you once again, just reiterate that women is not supposed to be having no type of authority role over the men. But in today's world, that's what we got. You know what I'm saying? Women is just from about 1960 something to now, man. It's been just a serious change going on this earth, man. I mean, things just ain't what they used to be, man. Like, I say, at least it's since the 80 something that I can recall that it's been a drastic, like things is every year things is drastically changing, man, and not for the good. You know what I'm saying? We are slowly, it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one that grew up in the Christian church, going to all the little church events, Bible bowls, and they used to have us somewhere competing with other cats. You know what I'm saying? Asking us questions in the Bible. It was called the Bible Bowl, and we was like answering questions, and we like competing against these other people from these other churches. Like we used to be deep into this thing, man, and yeah, man, things have drastically changed, man. Because and I'll just be thinking back on little songs that we used to sing back like in like church camp and like you know what I'm saying. It seems like way back to now, you know what I'm saying. The things that we used to do, you know what I'm saying. It all makes it make sense now. The first of the things that used to make sense, but everything, you know what I'm saying, that went on in my life, it all makes sense now. It's like the pieces of the puzzle that got put together all of a sudden. And it is all this truth, man. It's truth that brought everything together. You know what I'm saying? From when I was a kid, from when I got grown, you know what I'm saying? Everything you wanted to know about the Bible, God, you know what I'm saying? The truth is right here in the Israelite School of UPK. You can't go out here nowhere else and find it. You can go out here to different pieces, you're going to find bits and pieces of, you know what I'm saying, what you want, you know what I'm saying, but you're not going to get this whole truth as it is written inside this Bible, except at the Israelite School of UPK. Nowhere else. You're going to go out here and get lied to, you know what I'm saying? The only way that you're going to get, you know what I'm saying, in touch with the Most High and do the things that He wants you to do is to get up in these classes that we have every single day of the week. Monday through Sunday, you know what I'm saying? We got some type of class going on somewhere in this planet, you know what I'm saying? Overseas, United States, it don't matter. Puerto Rico, Trinidad, Tobago, you know what I'm saying? All over we got these classes, man. And what's going on is we coming back to our God, you know what I'm saying? The black God of the Bible. We ain't following after them gods that we've been following after our whole life that we've been taught to follow. By our old oppressors, their God, which is not a God at all. You know what I'm saying? And their God is not going to do nothing for us but get us in hotter water with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Which is what we don't want to do. And just like I was talking to someone, they was talking about the weather and how the weather was changing. I just had to expand on something like you really just think, you know what I'm saying? It could rain for 2-3 days real hard. And you just think back and just think if it was raining hard, it's like it'd be raining sometime for 40 days and 40 nights with hurricanes and tornadoes mixed in. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that happening. You're gonna go back and you're gonna find out exactly what happened in the Noah days. That's what happened. They didn't believe him. Just like we out here now, we out here telling people. And the thing I don't understand is The ones that know you from the past and they know you changed and you ain't the same one. Them is the ones that should be first in line. You know what I'm saying? To change. Because if they sit back and they just saying you done turn, you know, and change, you know what I'm saying? That should be enough. I mean, really, that should be enough. They see that you done changed, especially if you done been in. No, it's some people out here that's way worse than others. You know what I'm saying? We all know this. It's like me personally, I don't even understand how I'm even free. I feel like I shouldn't even be free. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't understand how I'm even on these streets, man. I feel like I should be in jail for the rest of my life. And just waking up every day, just me, just realizing that, damn, I'm really free out here, man. That's an eye opener by itself. And it's the reason why I'm free. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just I'm free. You know what I'm saying? The Most High came and took me up out this world, man. He came and changed my life from what it was. The things I thought I wanted, you know what I'm saying? And this showed me, like, this is what, you know what I'm saying? This is what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to be doing. This is how you're supposed to be living. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, I'll just be happy to just even have the chance to even put somebody on to even know who they are. This is something that I've been wanting to know all my life, something I wish I would have knew all my life, man. You know what I'm saying? It took me 40, I'm damn 40 years old before I found the truth. But I ain't tripping. That's just my personal 40 acres and a mule. You know what I'm saying? But it's just these young brothers and sisters out here, man. I be trying to educate them. And it's just like they just don't want to accept, you know what I'm saying, when I'm breaking to them. It's just like, to me, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, damn, I wish somebody would have came to me, you know what I'm saying, when I'm 20, 21 years old, you know what I'm saying, with this truth. But, you know what I'm saying, things happen, you know what I'm saying, take the course they're supposed to take, you know what I'm saying, and I'm here now, you know what I'm saying, the only thing I can do is my part. That's what everyone can do, you know what I'm saying, everyone needs to do is their part, and that's the problem in life, you know what I'm saying, while a lot of things in life don't turn out right, man, because, you know what I'm saying, everyone ain't doing their part, man. In the past, you know what I'm saying, things that I done went through, you know what I'm saying, and why things didn't work out right. Because everyone has a part that must be done, man, in certain situations. In order for them to be, you know what I'm saying, worked out the right way. That's what this Israelite school of UPK is for. Universal practical knowledge. Because the knowledge that we bring is universal and it's practical, man. And it's straight out the Bible. It ain't just straight out the Bible. You could take this and you could go and you could look up in the history books and you could connect these dots. You could go to archaeology, you know what I'm saying? You could connect the dots. So this Bible just ain't a book. You know what I'm saying? Like you was told it's a made up book by the white man and whatever else, all the foolishness they done told you, man. Every book was published by the white man. Damn near. Because this is his society, man. This is his rest. Regardless of who wrote it, you know what I'm saying? Every book is published by the white man. To do that make people stop people from going to college? Man, it's just certain things like, and our people's out here foolish, man. I hate to say it, man. There's a lot of our people out here running around foolish, man. They want to be white so bad, man. It don't make no sense. They run around kissing white folks' ass, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense. It's the way that they do it. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't never gonna get nowhere in life, you know what I'm saying, kissing no butt. Especially the oppressor. But you got our brothers and sisters out here, they love butt for some reason, man, and really think they get somewhere in life. You are not getting nowhere in life. The only thing you're doing is making yourself look stupid. For real. Because at the end of the day, they don't give a damn about you. And at the end of the day, they are still going to be your enemy. The same one that was told, Deuteronomy 28 to 68, you know what I'm saying, who you was going to be sold to, your enemies. Look up history, who was sold, the blacks, so-called Negroids. They were sold to the so-called white people, you know what I'm saying? But the Bible say they was your enemies, you would be sold to your enemies. But our people, they don't, this is the thing when I don't understand, like, you bring facts to someone, you know what I'm saying, and they still don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe the facts. This is what I don't understand. How you don't believe facts? You ask for something, you ask for proof, and you prove something to somebody, and you still don't believe. You know what I'm saying? Them type of people, it ain't really too much you could do, you know what I'm saying, with them type of people, because they on their own time, they believe what they want to believe. You know what I'm saying? And they got their own thoughts, you know, what they want to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to put something different inside their mind, man. It's like brainwashing. A lot of people out here brainwashed. The TV brainwashes people every single day. They brainwash you to, you might not even be hungry. You know what I'm saying? Just by a little commercial, they brainwash you to go to Taco Bell or go to Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? Just by a little commercial that you see. You ain't thinking about Taco Bell or Wendy's, but as soon as you see this commercial, man, you know what I'm saying? It's subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? They subconsciously get into your mind and trying to make you do what they want you to do. That's what all these movies and TV shows is for. And you notice the black movies, you know what I'm saying? They always want black movies and the white movies and the foreign movies. You know what I'm saying? There's always a difference in how they do these things, man. The black movies is always, how they want black people to live in society, basically. How they want us to be, how they want us to live. That's how they have these movies designed. And if you ain't paying no attention, you know what I'm saying, you can get easily caught up in the madness and get easily brainwashed. Because I know so many people out here that they don't even realize they brainwashed, and they are brainwashed, man. I mean, to the point that they don't even like their own people. And that's what the so-called oppressors do. They will brainwash you to the point that you will hate your own. That you will start thinking that the people that's doing right, you know what I'm saying, is the ones that's doing wrong, or the people that's doing wrong is doing right. Straight foolishness, man. That's why, man, it's imperative, man, that our peoples get up in these classes, man.
That's right.
And the ones that's out here in these classes, you know what I'm saying, you might be tuned in, you know what I'm saying, from your home somewhere. Come on in physically inside this class, man. You know what I'm saying? Come up inside these buildings and physically, man. You know what I'm saying? We got brothers and sisters. We need to come together, man. The scriptures told us to gather together, you know what I'm saying? And here we doing what the scriptures tell us, you know what I'm saying? That's what everyone needs to do, you know what I'm saying? The only way you're going to do it is, you know what I'm saying, to get the foundation of these scriptures, to get in the class, to ask your questions, get your questions answered, you know what I'm saying, by the men of the Lord, not by the so-called church pastors. They can ask you your questions, they can answer your questions all day long, and you still ain't going to get the correct answer. Because there are pawns for the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? They're getting paid to keep you lost, to keep you in the dark. Think so-called white men don't know who you are. They think they don't know that we are the greatest people on this earth.
That's right.
Just turn on any sport. You know what I'm saying? That'll show you right there alone. We reign supreme in every sport out here. It don't matter if it's basketball, track, soccer. You got Africans. The only thing they good at long distance running. They had to take their shoes up there and run 25 miles with no shoes on. You know what I'm saying? That's their thing. You always got you a Hamite with breaking some records in long distance running. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like real life, like creativity and doing things like separately, man, nobody can't mess with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We put the flavor in everything out here. But instead of, you know what I'm saying, keeping the flavor where it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, we always want to go out and try to use some other seasonings. We don't need the seasonings, you know what I'm saying, from them other people, man. You know what I'm saying? All the seasonings we got it right here. Everything we need is right here inside this Bible, man. Everything we need to know is right here inside these classes. ISUPK classes. Everything you need to know, man. Everything. It ain't just the Bible. It starts with the Bible. It just leads to everything else in life. That's how you know it got to be real and it's from the Most High, man. Because everything, and it's just so crazy. Like, it's the thing, you know what I'm saying? There's brothers and sisters out there that just really don't know that this is our book. You know what I'm saying? That this Bible is for us. And the things that's going to change in our life when we do start following this Bible. They don't realize it until they see it. You got to see it on your own, man. Some people just can't see it, man. And I'm just happy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just glad the Most High woke me up and took me up out that life that I was in. Because I was destined for prison, for life. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no secret. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I was trying to hide. You know what I'm saying? Or I was trying to run from it. I really ain't give a damn at one point in my life, man. And it all came from the military, man. They the one that put that giving a damn inside of me. They want to try to break you down and be like them, brainwash you. It's all about breaking you down in these oppressors' world, man. That's all they want to do is break you down into somebody you ain't. They want to mold you into somebody, you know what I'm saying, that they want you to be. It's just like the military. That's what they do. They come with that hollering and they hollering at you and screaming at you. And, you know, the weak, they break down. You know what I'm saying? I done seen white dudes crying up in that joint. Just from getting hollered at. I'm looking like, and I bust out laughing, of course, and they hollered at me because I'm laughing at these cats crying. I mean, it's comical to me. I'm seeing some white dudes crying. I see some white men sitting there hollering, acting like they tough, and I'm looking around, and I really see white dudes crying. It's funny to me. And of course, they're going to come hollering at me, and I'm looking at them like, man, this is how to affect me. You know what I'm saying, at all. Do not scare me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about nothing that you said, but y'all really got these white dudes in here crying like this. I'm talking about they was in there in tears. Military basic training. I'm in there crying, wanting their mommies and daddies, man. Yeah. I look back at the brothers that stayed in the military 20, 25 years, and they some different type of brothers. They ain't the same that they was, man. But they let the white man come through, and they let them come through and break them all the way down. And they let them build them back up to what they want. You know what I'm saying? Any brother that stay in the military 20, 30 years, something's not right, man, with you. I'm sorry. There's something going on inside of you, you know what I'm saying, that's not right. Because the military is not right at all. You know what I'm saying? If you in there 20, 30 years, that's something personal right there. 20, 30 years is the white man telling you what to do and turning you into somebody that they want you to be. You know what I'm saying? They got the clay. You know what I'm saying? Clay is in their hand. They mold you to what they want you to be, man. That's heavy, man. But that's the exact reason why, you know what I'm saying, our brothers and sisters is out here destroyed to this day. That's the exact reason. But it ain't nothing we could do, you know what I'm saying, but fight this thing spiritually, you know what I'm saying? We can't fight this thing physically, you know what I'm saying, because this warfare is not carnal, man. This thing is spiritual, man.
What precept was that? Second Corinthians?
2:10.
Oh, I thought you were about to pull it.
Nah, I was about to
It's a lot.
get Ephesians.
What's up? Get the precept you was going for.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, but I'm trying to figure out what the Jordan is. I got it in my head, but I don't know it offhand.
You said not Carnal. That's the one I thought you were about to go back to. You said you went to Ephesians.
Go to the wickedness in the high place.
Yeah.
Ephesians 6 and 12. Right. Ephesians 6, I'm going to go ahead and start at verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that's like, the scriptures say, the whole armor of God, but the whole duty of man is to fear God and to keep his commandments. To put on that whole armor of God, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to be protected, man. And the only way that's going to be possible if you come up in here and you get up inside these scriptures, man. Because verse 12 says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. We don't wrestle against the people out here. You know what I'm saying? It's spiritual, you know what I'm saying, the thing that's going on with us. But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what's going on, man. This is a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? This angels and demons world's going on out here, man. And it's basically a tug of war. It's like you going on, you living life with a tug of war. You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad. You fighting back and forth. And get up in here, Israelite school of UPK, you know what I'm saying? Get up inside these scriptures. That's the only way that you're going to heal yourself. Like, what did it say? Chronicles, 2 Chronicles 7, verse 14. 1 Chronicles. God.
See how he is grabbing that? As you grabbing that, I just wanted to say, you know, the precept heavily because I was talking about what we fighting against, but you was bringing out how you got to be on the side of the Most High. You got to be on this in the truth. Like a lot of people, you know, now we live in the age of the internet, you know, on social media. So a lot of people be on the conspiracy thing and the Illuminati and the Masons, and they go so hard and in depth into it. You know what I'm saying? And they know that that's evil and wickedness. But at the same time, if you ask them, you know what I'm saying? Are they keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? Are they getting on the side of the Most High? You know what I'm saying? Like they seeing that, you know, it's a great evil out there. Like the judges in the judiciary system, right? They worship Satan. They all wicked. You know what I'm saying? They want black people to go to prison. They're getting paid by the private sector that own the prisons, right? But a brother, he'll sit online and he'll watch and he'll get that. And he'll find that out and he'll see that. But he won't get out the streets. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like when we say the white man is the devil. You deal with brothers and you can say that, and brothers will be like, yeah, man, yeah. And he's slinging rocks. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or he gangbanging and sex tripping. And it's like, you gotta get on the side of the good. Even if you know who the wicked is.
Exactly.
You know, you can't just know one thing and not do the other. So it's a lot.
It just had me confused to like, why don't brothers like, why only certain brothers like this?
Yeah.
Listen, like, whoa, like this is what I've been listening for all my life, and other brothers just goes right past them, man. That's what gets me, but I don't understand, man. Like,
But even the brothers that you think will come into the truth because they be the ones on that Illuminati, the Masons, the secret society. You know, they'll talk to you about that. I don't know if you know any brothers like that. I do. I got family members, boy. They just be going, man, I just be sitting there like, you ain't coming to class though.
right.
I'm saying, like, you gonna stop doing what you're doing, you know what I mean? And it's like, what's the point then? They basically doing it for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They look at, like, I'll just give an example. I don't want to take up too much of your class. Like Bill Cosby, right? They look at that like, the Illuminati, the Masons, Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying? He sacrificed his son. His son died back then, so now he gotta let him know, I killed my son for y'all. Now they gotta let him out, da 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 da. Or he wanna buy NBC. He wanna do this, da 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 da. And I'm like, yo, it ain't even that difficult.
Right.
Bill Cosby should leave them white girls alone back in the 70s and 80s, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bill Cosby said and try to be like white people and want us to be like white people, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember Bill Cosby was like telling black people is lazy, they won't pull up. I don't know if you remember that. That was like the early 2000s. Bill Cosby just got on black people. He was like, we lazy. All we do is sag our pants and use drugs and da 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 da. He's just going in. You know what I'm saying? And now all black people is like happy that he got out of jail. When Bill Cosby, he's just another wicked black man.
Right.
So why don't we just not do wickedness that he do? You gotta look at it so deep. You know what I'm saying? Like when it says evils, the principalities, it don't have to be that deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cats is thinking, when you read that scripture, they thinking, you know.
Yeah, they get
yeah, like, you know, it's devils and demons running outside your house. Yeah, that. It ain't even that deep, man. It's just you getting on the side of the blue side. Sloppy.
And then the thing that kills me, there'd be a lot of brothers that God got me. But when somebody trying to tell them, you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
what God, which God are you talking about? You talking about the Most High God of the Bible, or you talking about, then they don't know what to do then, or they don't know what to say then. You know what I'm saying? God got you. You talking about Gorilla Glue. I got this Gorilla Glue out here. I'll be just out here on these stores, man, listening to some of these cats. They just be talking so loud. 1 minute is this, then it just goes from, you think these cats, some righteous cats, and it'll just go from some righteousness to some, like, hold up, that quick? How did you switch from this to this that quick?
That's Christianity, like we were saying earlier.
Right.
The Christian church don't hold you accountable, man. You get what I'm saying? It don't. You can talk all day in the Christian church. So that's what the cats are doing.
And that's what it's all about, talking, man, just talking.
Right. Everybody know the Bible.
How good can you talk? That's the Christian church. How good can you talk?
That's it.
This they probably had a little Juneteenth joint. I ain't really heard nothing about it though. But I gave a little donation from the Isupk, you know what I'm saying? Just for the records. Send them couple little dollars for their little event, just to know that we watching. So yeah, but the Most High, he gives us the ultimatum, man. So I'm going to 2 Chronicles 7:14. He said, if my peoples, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. And that's all you got to do, man. constantly getting online. I see people, God got me, post this and say amen, and God is going, man, dog, that is not nothing to do with God. That's some old man-made stuff. Post, share this to 150 people and say amen, and God's gonna come through. Come on, man. And the thing about it to me is, it's people out there that really believe that them things is gonna happen. If you share this right now, $5 million is gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? And little things like that, man. Come on, man. Like I don't know why people just for instance, I go to the store all the time. What they in there doing? They in there buying scratch-off tickets, 20 all day, every day, man. Just hoping for luck. Just hoping they just scratch it off and they gonna win them some money, which, you know, resonate with me because I ain't about all that luck stuff. But I just can't understand, like, personally, how people could just go in there and just spend all their money just to hopefully win a couple of dollars off a ticket. Hopefully you gonna scratch this off, and hopefully you gonna. I can't do it. I can't live my life like this. So right here, the Most High tells you, you know what I'm saying. All you need to do, if you are His people, you know what I'm saying. These are the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Humble yourself, pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven, and will forgive their sins, and will heal their land. That's what brothers and sisters in the Israelite school of UPK, they done took heed, man, and they done did that. That's why our life is different. I can't say life is easy, you know what I'm saying? But coming from where, you know what I'm saying, we came from in the past, you know what I'm saying, compared to now, you know what I'm saying, the blueprint is there. You know what I'm saying? Christ left the blueprint, man. And Isupk, you know what I'm saying, it's the place we go, you know what I'm saying, to follow that blueprint. A little sanctuary, you know what I'm saying, talk about in Ezekiel. That's here, the place of protection. It ain't no doubt in my mind, if I was somewhere doing something else, I'd be pinched up now. I'd be in jail right now. It ain't no secret. But I'm out here with a job, something I ain't never really had in my life. Something I ain't gonna have for too much longer because I'm working, you know what I'm saying, to get up out of that too. But you know what I'm saying, I'll sit back thinking to myself, like, I really got a job. 10 years ago, if you would have told me I was gonna have a job, man, I would have laughed in your face, man. A job? Are you for real? You know, the joint gets on my nerves. And I'm tired of working in the rain all the time. It ain't no dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I could be 25, 50 years from selling dope, you know what I'm saying, in the joint right now. And that's where the real slave labor works. You get a job with 15 to 19 cents an hour. You can work all month for $6, $7 to buy you a bar of soap and a couple packs of oodles and noodles. Come on, man. People want to. The thing I don't understand is the people that want to question, you know what I'm saying, God, question the Bible. Especially if you'd have been out here and you'd have seen brothers like me that did the stuff I used to do in the streets, and you see that I done completely changed. That should be an eye opener. I know it shouldn't be. It is for a lot of brothers, but that should be just the cause for a lot of brothers to be like, oh man, if he did this, you know what I'm saying, then I'm about to go do this too. If he can do it, you know what I'm saying, change his life, then I can do it. But a lot of brothers ain't strong enough, man. They like being weak. They like being, you know what I'm saying, in control. They like the oppressors having control of them for some reason. They feel like that's some type of empowerment. That they got power because the oppressors got power over them. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of foolishness that be going on out here, man, that I just don't understand. But I'm starting to understand all because of these scriptures, man. It's a lot of things that starting to make sense that never made sense before. Most High is there for us though. Whatever we want, you know what I'm saying? Well, not whatever we want, you know what I'm saying, but whatever we need, the best, you know what I'm saying, that's for us, he gonna make sure that we got the place to go to get the help that we need. That's the thing. Israelite School of UPK been here since 1969. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing new. You know what I'm saying? They done changed a lot of people over them years. A lot of people that came into this school and left this school and a totally different person and never thought, you know what I'm saying, it would happen. There's a lot of people that came up in here and they done turned around and they done walked and they done left that they don't understand. The ISUPK, you know what I'm saying, this is what you want. You know what I'm saying? This is set. This is what the Most High set here for you, you know what I'm saying, so that you can have a peace of mind. So that you could start living the way that you're supposed to be living. Start at the end of the day, it all comes down to following these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord wants. He wants us to stop all this foolishness, stop that we've been doing out here, following these other nations. You know what I'm saying? He wants us to stop that. Stop following these other nations, man. And be not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. That's what he told us, man. Stop being like these oppressors. Stop trying to envy them. Stop trying to have what they have. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. It's just, the only thing you're going to do is make yourself look stupid. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get punished by the Most High. It's like everything in life, man. It's a punishment, it's a lesson, or it's a punishment. Everything. That's why this Bible is here. You know what I'm saying? That our ancestors have left this Bible for us. And so we have a way, you know what I'm saying? It's a way to live, man. We are not out here living right. Why we're not out here living right is because we are out here following these other nations, these oppressors. That's who we follow. I mean, be true with yourself, man. That's who we want to be like. We want to be like Bill Gates and Donald Trump. And, nah, man. I want to be like your house out. Forget Bill Gates and Donald Trump and all them. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple of dollars. Who cares about that? It's more than just having a couple of dollars, man. It's more than life than just having a couple of dollars. Especially you got a couple of dollars and it ain't for the good of what you can't do no good for them. You know what I'm saying? For the Lord's people. You gotta use money to help people. You know what I'm saying? Not hurt people. Six. Go to Ecclesiasticus 25. In fact, I'm gonna go to 1 Peter real quick. 3rd chapter. We're gonna touch back on once again on the we're gonna start at verse 1. It's 1 Peter 3rd chapter, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may be, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wives. 2. While they beheld your chaste conversation coupled with fear. 3. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting of hair and the wearing of gold and of putting of on of apparel. 5. But let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God a great price. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also trusted in God, adorning themselves, being in subjection to their own husbands. That's what used to happen back in the day, man. The women, you know what I'm saying, they followed their husbands. They got led by their husband. These days, you trying to ask a woman what's going on, what's wrong, what had changed since the 60s to now. And you see females quickly say, well, women got a voice now. Yeah, a voice. A voice of what? A voice to do what? You know what I'm saying? The women is why sin came into the world because of a woman. That's what the scriptures say. I think I'm going to get there. And the thing about it, so many brothers out here that's following everything that a woman do, it don't make no sense. Yeah, that's Ecclesiastes 25. Verse 24. It's Ecclesiastes 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. 26. If she go not as thou wouldst have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. That's back in the day, man. That's exactly what's going on now, man. We get back to how things used to be back in the day. That's why things seem weird to some people, you know what I'm saying? Some things don't seem right, because we're going back to how we used to live back in the day, man. Women listen to their men. Kids listen to their parents. You know what I'm saying? What's going on now out here in this world, man, it's the total opposite, man. Especially for our brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? Our Israelite brothers and sisters. Forget these other nations, you know what I'm saying? But we are the only ones that I'm even concerned about, man. That's why we out here, you know what I'm saying, having these classes. Bringing out this knowledge, this wisdom, and this understanding for you to learn, man. We can live, you know what I'm saying, righteously on this earth, man. That's the goal, man, to live righteously on this earth, man, to live sin-free. That's what the Lord, you know what I'm saying, wants on heaven, on earth as it is in heaven, and that's what we're going to have. Regardless of however, whoever feels some type of certain way. You know what I'm saying? All that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that matters is you got a place, you know what I'm saying, to come through and learn, you know what I'm saying, about the Most High. It's called Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You got classes Monday through Sunday all over the planet, man. Trinidad, Tobago, we in the UK, we all over the United States, Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying, you name it, we there, Jamaica, know what I'm saying? Tune in and get these classes, man. If you tune in and learn how to serve God, you know, the God of the Bible, how to make Him happy. And just like He said, He will heal our land, man. We got to first, you know what I'm saying, repent. That's what we first got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to feel sorry about what you did, man. You know what I'm saying? Repent, man, and ask God to come in and change your life. And He will do it. And I'm a perfect example. Because when the fallout was went on with me, you know what I'm saying, I was going to jail for murder. The Lord came, He put His hand, stretched His hand upon me, and He just said, brother, you know what I'm saying, oh, this ain't worth it. I got something better for you. Look at me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm an officer at the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. Something I didn't know about, you know what I'm saying, 10 years ago. I ain't have no clue about the truth. No one put me on, or I didn't have no clue. Didn't ever heard about it. None of that. First time, you know what I'm saying, that I heard, you know what I'm saying, it was music to my ears, because I knew, man, this is what I've been searching for, what I've been needing to hear my whole life. Period. My whole life, this is what I've been needing, man. I ain't never had nobody put me on to the truth. I ain't never knew nobody in the truth. I'll wait for a second. Good. To 1 Timothy 2 and 14. Just to reiterate on what I was just going with. If you want to start at matter of fact, we're going to go back to 11. We're going to go to 15. You know what I'm saying? Just to touch on what I was bringing out earlier about the women's role in the churches, man. And it's not the rule over the men. So once again, 1 Timothy, 2nd chapter, 11th verse. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor assert authority over the man, but to be in silence. 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman, being deceived, was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness and sobriety. So the woman was the one in sin, man. And the woman is the one that put sin upon this earth, man. That's why the Most High said that the woman should not put authority over top of the man. But he said the man is the head of the woman, not the woman is the head of the man. Christ is the head of the man. The Most High is the head of Christ. You know what I'm saying? That is the order that the Most High wants this earth, man. And that's the order that He made this earth. You know what I'm saying? How He made this earth. And in the ISPK, we are going to grind this thing out, man. You know what I'm saying? Until Christ comes, you know what I'm saying? Until the Most High got what He wants on His earth. It's not nothing, just no fly-by-night thing. You know what I'm saying? This is real, man. The Most High's will, Christ is real, the Israelite School of UPK is real. You know what I'm saying? And then this Bible is real. And it was written by your people, your ancestors, other blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, just like you. That's why if you read this Bible, you will see it's got a spirit behind it that you can't get from no other nations, man. It's the lingo, the ways they were saying things. You know, as brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? Israelites. So the thing about this truth, man, that everybody got to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to fight. But the thing about it, it's not a physical fight, man. It's all spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that wants to get that spiritual protection, you know what I'm saying, can easily get it. By coming up in here, you know what I'm saying, doing your 90 days and get up in these classes, man. And learn who you are, learn who the greatest people on earth is. Was, is, and always is going to be. You know what I'm saying? It's you. You are the greatest black man, woman, child, Hispanic, Native American Indian. You know what I'm saying? We are the greatest on this earth, man. We got to be a light, you know what I'm saying, to everyone else. We got to go out here, you know what I'm saying, the things that we do, you know what I'm saying, got to be a reflection of how everyone else should be living out here. And that's the day that's going to come. They're going to, wow, that's the Israelites right there. They're going to tell about just by the way that we've been living, by the way we do things. One more. Like this thing up, man, and it's Wednesday. You know, every Wednesday is a law class. Law class is very important, man, because the law is life. Until we start, you know what I'm saying, doing and following these laws, these statutes, and these commandments that the Most High gave us, you know, we are not going to separate, you know what I'm saying, and we're not going to be any different from these other nations, man. The whole objective is to be different from these other nations, man. And we're supposed to be the light for these other nations. We're supposed to be the ones that they're supposed to get inspired from the things that we do. You know what I'm saying? We the ones that got called out the dark to this marvelous light, man. And continue to keep praying for our brothers and sisters, man. They can one day get caught up out this world, man, and come into this truth, man. And, that's to be my class for today. I'm passing class over to preaching officers.
Isupk security announcement. Red Isupk started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they offer them this for 6 months. They have a saluted only. They're here to set themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange them. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. The 10th in the Hebrew. My Aisha, or 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the teacher or give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever mountain you like. Upcoming holy convocation. Memorial blowing of trumpet. September 6th, 2021. That's Leviticus chapter 23, verses 24 through 25. Check the bulletin board in the back. Go to our website, www.isupk.com. If anyone wants to be a trooper to school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Majid. Majid Shabbat. Majid. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yashab Brakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yashab Brakatah.
One courtesy salute to the sisters. Saul. Sister of Israel, Majid. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alatah Hashem Yahushua. There's a Matah. Class dismissed.